Welcome to this edition of the Rhody Reporter. I'll be your host for the segment, Mark Zaccaria. These days, it seems there is no end to the parade of nightmares which come marching out into view. COVID was one of the more recent. The inflationary deficit spending done by government as a response immediately followed. China has certainly seized its chance to pile on to our existing woes. So have teachers who will not teach, rentless property owners who now cannot pay their taxes, and burgeoning systems of depression and its attendant self-medication. So, who better than your ever-vigilant Rhody Reporter to throw even more fuel on this bonfire of the vanities? Here it is, folks. Cyber ransoming. That's right. A cottage industry has popped up in Eastern Europe wherein geeks with expensive tastes scour the World Wide Web to find individuals or enterprises with three things. They are 1. Important databases, 2. Laughably lax cybersecurity, and 3. Money. More and more the bad guys are learning that American cities and towns almost always fit that profile. Now, with the emergence of Bitcoin, any ransom payments made are virtually untraceable. So the little darlings have been working busily in the dark while the rest of the world has been fighting dragons. Already, several cities and towns in Rhode Island have been hit, and those are just the ones that have been made public. According to the New York Times, more than 40 municipalities were victims of cyber attacks in 2019 alone. These range from major cities like Baltimore, Albany, and Laredo, Texas, to smaller towns including Lake City, Florida. Lake City is one of the few to have paid a ransom demand, about $460,000 in Bitcoin, because it thought reconstructing its systems would be even more costly. As digital systems have become more and more essential to the operations of cities and towns, the data they contain has gradually also become the keys to the city. In many cases, ocean state cities and towns get income from offering sophisticated digital services to their neighbors. Trouble is, real cybersecurity is expensive, and elected officials have not always understood why paying for firewalls is absolutely required. At the turn of the 20th century, few towns in Rhode Island had budget lines for electric lighting. Today, those expenses are a given. The same thing is happening to cybersecurity here in the 21st century. Huge ransom demands and the sometimes higher costs of rebuilding files and digital histories should be sobering to those crafting public budgets. Your Rhody Reporter is here to tell you that Eastern Europe has no corner on the market for geeks. It is simply high time to put hours to work building digital fortresses.